G'day guys. So we get a lot of people in the shop that they want to get into lure fishing for demersal species like snapper and jewfish. They want to get into targeting them with lures, with artificials, and they just don't really know where to start. There's so many different lures to choose from, and if you see our walls in the shop, we're absolutely chock-a-block full of different lures, and they all work, but some are a little bit more difficult to use than others. I just wanted to show you two lures today that they're probably the easiest thing to use, and you'll definitely catch fish on them. I mean, these two lures, you'll be able to use them in a rod holder and you'll catch fish on them. If you go back through all my YouTube videos, you'll see there's plenty of evidence that they work and that they catch fish. So I'm going to show you some clips after this as well, and you can just see how easy they are to use and some of the fish that we catch on them. The two lures that I'm talking about, they're essentially the same thing, but they're kind of two different takes on it. So it's the Vexed Occy Head, which you definitely would have seen this. So that's just on a standard dew bomb head. Now the other one, which is a bit more fun, I enjoy using it, it's good when you hook up, it's good with your mates, is the Vexed Idictapus. So we've got the Idict head, we've still got the Occy head, but what we've done on this one is we've rigged it up with twin assist hooks with the UV flash. Now the Occy head, it's the same skirt, but we just rigged that with a single hook. Now, if I knew there was a lot of big jewfish on a spot, or there was a lot of big sambos, or just bigger fish, you'd probably be more inclined to use the single hook, because this thing is a more durable, heavy duty, heavy gauge hook. But if I was targeting more species, then I'd go for the Idictapus, because we've got the twin assist hooks in there with the UV flash. They're a lighter gauge hook. That would be better for species and smaller stuff, like you'll get your black ass and your ball chin on those. These two lures are so easy to use. Like honestly, you can fish them in the rod holder and you will catch fish. You drop them to the bottom, long lifts and maybe a pause, and then drop it back down. The lure's doing the majority of the work for you. The best thing about these Vexed Occy heads is just how durable they are. These octopus skirts, I've used some of these for probably 3 days straight without having to actually change the skirt over. They're super durable. That's one thing I like about them. You're not always changing the skirt over. They've got heaps of action. Like you put that thing in the water and you'll just see it swim and move. One other thing I get asked about as well is what weight should you be using? So it really kind of depends on how heavy your line is. I generally use PE3 braid, which is about 30 pound. So I'm normally using the 150 gram head, and that's probably in about 40 to 50 meters. If the weather's really good, you can even get it out deeper. But the 150 and the 200, you can use the 200 probably out to about 80, 90 meters. Obviously depends on the weather, but they're the two main sizes. But they're definitely two lures that you want to check out. I'm gonna roll some clips and you can see me how I use them. You can see them catching fish, but if you want to get into lure fishing, it's probably one of the best lures to get into it. And then once you started catching a few fish on them, then you can start trying all the different ones out. But the Vexed Occy head and the Vexed Idictapus, check them out online, give them a shot.
Is it okay if I'm to say I'm catching feelings from all the dealings? I might stray. What do you say? How are you feeling? Is it
that 8-inch Occy head, 200 gram jig head. Got my Idictapus. Look at that sounder.
It's been a while and since your eyes stars aligned. I love the fact I didn't let her go.
Idictapus. Good fish. Look at that. Literally first drop with the Idictapus. Got nailed. It's a 200 gram head.
We getting crazy in a different role.
Oh, and I'm on.
We getting crazy in a different role.
Oh, shit. Oh.
She loves the fact that I just let her know.
It's a bad Sambo for life here. Oh, there's that Sambo. Absolutely swallowed that Occy head.
In a different role. She my do or die, my boy fight, my up and I'm down. She's always beside me, she makes me feel alive. night. Her love for me is real and kinda suicide.
Head with an Occy Head skirt with an eye dict.
She's far from plain, at least in my
This is on the 8-inch
She said if
Vexed Occy Head skirt.
Occy Head 150. This is the 8-inch Occy.
Right down the throat. So, get onto them, they work, they're available now, they're in store. As you can see, there's all the fish. Right, so this is first drop. That's that new Occy Head skirt. Picking it up and I got nailed. Oh! Alright, second Dewey for the morning. I think it's about 11 kilos. 9 o'clock, time to go home. 50 grammer. Absolutely nailed it. That's on that Occy again. Do yourself a favour and try them out because they absolutely kill it.